This is my 2018 Volkswagen e-Golf, which is an all-electric version of Volkswagen's popular Golf model, sold in only 10 states and the District of Columbia within the United States. When it was first introduced to market, it had an electric range of 84 miles, and they did an update in 2017, increasing that range to 125. Now those numbers are according to the EPA, but in today's video I want to talk a little bit about real-world range and what I've been experiencing with my 2018 e-Golf. Now when I first bought the e-Golf, it had the stock wheel and tire package, and I'd say that my range sat between about 140 to 145 miles total. One thing I did quickly after purchasing the vehicle was replace that wheel tire package with this set of Golf R wheels and tires, which are much heavier and have a much higher rolling resistance, decreasing that range by about 5 to 10 miles. And so generally what I see is between about 135 to 140 miles of total electric range. Now the story is not quite that simple because the range that you're going to see on your vehicle is affected by so many other factors. With electric vehicles, they're much more sensitive to a number of driving conditions, driving manners, and features on the vehicle that can really fluctuate what you get with that total range. And so I'd say that we're on the upper end of the spectrum in terms of range because of the way that we drive the vehicle and the type of driving that we do with it. So there's 4 factors that you want to keep in mind with an electric vehicle that will have a significant impact on the range. The first one is the speed that you're driving the vehicle. So if you're doing a lot of highway or interstate driving, taking the vehicle over 50 miles an hour on a consistent basis, you're gonna find that as you increase that speed, you're gonna get a lot of wind resistance and a lot more rolling resistance that's gonna exponentially drop that range on the vehicle. So if you're driving more in town, you're gonna get better range than what you do with that highway driving. I'd say that if you're driving high speed, interstate driving, it would be very easy for the range on the vehicle to drop below 100 miles. Now on top of that, mountainous driving also has a really significant impact on the range of the vehicle, pretty much in the same way that high-speed driving does. So if you're driving over mountain passes or driving up really steep hills, you're going to find that that range drops significantly. And then of course when you're doing highway driving or high-speed driving and driving over a mountain pass, those kind of combine and the range again drops very significantly. So we live near a mountain, and to get up there you're driving about 3,000 feet in elevation gain over about 15-20 miles. I'd say that in a drive like that you could easily see the range drop to about 80 miles. So really significant impact there with that highway driving, mountainous driving. And then the next 2 areas that are really impacted or that really affect the range on the vehicle are climate control. So if you're using heat on the vehicle, air conditioning in the vehicle, that automatically drops your range by about 20 miles. And you can just see that in the vehicle when you turn the heater or the AC on. The vehicle will automatically recalculate what your range is, and it will drop about 20 miles. So something to keep in mind. And then the last factor that can really significantly impact that range is the temperature outside. So you're gonna find that on warm days, summer days, even if it's just kind of a mild temperature out, the range is going to be pretty much unaffected and be pretty consistent. But when you get those really cold days, the range again will drop by like 20 or 30 miles, no problem, just because of that lower temperature. And so while I'd say that my range in general is about 135 to 140, it's because we're driving at low speeds, we're doing pretty much flat driving, don't use the air conditioning and heating. I'll use the heated seats as much as possible and avoid using the heat unless the window is needed. And then generally we don't drive it when it's really cold outside because our 2 other vehicles are 4-wheel drive and they handle better in snow and ice. And so this vehicle is primarily used in nice weather, lower speeds without the climate control. Allows us to achieve that higher range. You're going to find, depending on how you use the vehicle, it could range anywhere from about 80 miles up to about that 150 mark. So that's my experience in terms of electric range for the Volkswagen e-Golf. If you have an e-Golf, I'd love to get your comments in the section below as well. Really nice getting that library of information for other potential buyers out there that might be watching this video. For more videos of the e-Golf, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.